friends, welcome back to my channel and happy spring equinox. If you're new here, my name is Kate and I share all things health and wellness to help you guys heal mind, body, and spirit. And in today's video, I wanted to do something to just kind of honor the changing of the seasons and celebrate the spring equinox. So I'm going to take you guys along with me for a spring equinox detox, so you guys can kind of get an idea of what I'm doing to celebrate and hopefully get some ideas on how you can honor this season too. Over the past year or so, I've really been trying to just be more aware and in tune with nature and the changing of the seasons, whether it's the literal change from fall to winter or seasons in my own life or just tracking my cycle. And I feel like it's helped me just be so much more present and aware of what's going on in my life and my energy. I truly think that nature is our greatest teacher. So the more we take time to just acknowledge and honor the changes that are going on in the world and nature, it helps us to apply those same lessons to changes that might be happening in our own life. And the changing of the seasons is the perfect time to pause and reflect and just evaluate what's serving you, what's not, what it is you want to call in, and what you're trying to achieve moving forward. So I'm super excited to use the spring equinox this year just kind of as a time to reflect on my goals and what's serving me this year, what's not, what it is that I'm working towards, and how I can actively take steps towards achieving those goals. And the spring equinox is actually the astrological new year, which I feel like just makes sense. Like, who decided that January 1st was going to be the beginning of the new year? Like, we're in the dead of winter, bears are still hibernating, trees are dead, and we're expected to just go gung-ho, full force into the new year, trying to accomplish all these resolutions. Like, I haven't even processed my post-Christmas depression yet, and I'm supposed to be achieving all of these things by January 1st. Like, just no. So this year I decided to take the entire month of January to kind of use as like my planning month for the year, to set my goals, my intentions, make my vision board, all of that. And I feel like it really helped take the pressure off of, instead of trying to have everything figured out by January 1st, I gave myself that whole month to reflect and plan for the new year. And it really helped take the stress off. But I also still kind of felt like there was so much pressure and that I wasn't achieving everything that I wanted to, and I just wasn't quite ready yet to like step into this new identity, these new roles that I'm being called to this year. And then I realized nature isn't even blossoming or blooming right now, so why am I putting all this pressure on myself to be? I feel like if nature is allowed to rest, then so should we. It really took the pressure off and helped me realize that growth isn't supposed to be happening every season of life. And if we honor the seasons of our own life, just like we honor the seasons of nature, I feel like it helps us just bring a little more kindness to ourselves as we go through our own seasons of change. So what changes does the spring equinox bring? Well, spring is a season of growth and transformation, blossoming, which is really exciting, but it also means it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable. But it's also an exciting time because it's a season of rebirth, refresh, renewal, and it's a time to just step into a new version of yourself. Think of like the little butterfly emerging from a cocoon. Like, that is the energy of spring. You're coming out of hibernation, out of all the reflection, facing your shadows that you did in winter. And now it's time to take action towards those goals and becoming the new version of yourself. Another big theme for spring is getting rid of the old to make way for the new. Think spring cleaning. It's a way to purge all of the things that are no longer serving you to make way for all of the new amazing things that are on their way into your life. And it doesn't just have to be physical things like cleaning out your closet or doing a deep clean of the house. Those things are good to do this time of year, but you can also think of it as more of an energetic perspective, like releasing relationships that are no longer serving you, limiting beliefs, healing from your past to make room for things that you're calling in. And I feel like that's kind of going to be more of my focus this year, because I feel like Alex and I have done so much purging of physical things in our apartment. So I'm gonna focus more on kind of refreshing our space and maybe rearranging some things. I want to find like small little ways that I can just zhuzh it up a little bit. So yeah, we're gonna start with some shopping, and then I might do some deep cleaning of like the kitchen. I feel like it really needs it. But my main focus is trying to bring in some life, some houseplants, maybe rearranging some accessories a little bit in our apartment. And then I'm gonna take you guys along as I do a spring equinox oracle card reading and ritual too. So yeah, let's go ahead and head out and see what we can find. So this is our living room right now. And then over here, we have the doors to our balcony, which I'm thinking maybe we could add some curtains to. I don't know, just something to like soften the space. And then over here we have our little bar cart and our dehumidifier, LOL, living in Florida problems. But yeah, I literally still have like my Christmas mug and our little hot cocoa thing. So I think I might try and like re-accessorize this. And we have all of this alcohol and liquor, but we like hardly ever drink. So I might try and put those up in a cabinet somewhere and then just try and make this bar cart look a little bit cuter. And I'm not a huge fan of this rug either. We've had it for a while and I feel like we're kind of changing our color scheme for our apartment. We used to have like a lot of blues and it was more like oceany feeling. But now I'm kind of more into like the deep like velvety greens, like earthy colors. So I would love to find a new rug, but I don't know, it's kind of hit or miss and rugs can be pretty expensive. So we'll see, maybe we'll get lucky, but we'll see what happens. I just got my plant babies from the nursery. They're so cute. I'm so excited. Oh, you can see where my sunglasses were. But yeah, I just picked up my little plants from the nursery. I'm a little scared. I like bit off more than I can chew because I'm not a plant person at all. So I'm just hoping I can keep them alive. I'm really excited, and I'll show you guys later when I get home what they look like. And yeah, so I just got to Home Goods, so we're gonna stop in here and see what we can find. So I just got back home and oh my gosh, that was so exhausting, you guys. Like, I try to leave the house like as few times as humanly possible because it's just, I feel like it's so stressful, and it was so busy both places, the nursery and Home Goods. I was like, oh my god, it's like a Wednesday afternoon. Why is everyone and their mother out shopping? Anyway, so I'm exhausted. But I thought I would show you guys what I got. So here's my little planty that I got, the first one. She's so cute. I'm so excited. I also got this one. So cute. I really hope I can keep them alive. The people at the nursery said that they are pretty low maintenance and they should be easy to take care of, and they're good for like low light, which is good for our apartment. But we'll see. I'm scared because every plant we've ever had has just died because I just don't have a green thumb. But we're gonna try. And then I also got two little air plants. So I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do with the air plants, like how I'm gonna display them yet, but I'm excited. And those are supposed to be like super, super low maintenance. You just have to like spray them with water. So I'm excited about that. And they didn't have any pots that I liked at the nursery, so I thought I would look at Home Goods and see if I could find some, but they really didn't have any either. So I still need to find some pots for my plants. So I'm probably gonna have to go back out tomorrow, maybe to like Target or like Home Depot or something, and see what I can find. But at Home Goods, they had some curtains. So I decided to get some curtains. I got two different ones. So I'm gonna try each one and see how they look. I don't even know if either of them are gonna work, but this one, it's hard to see, is like a green sheer fabric. So I love the color, but I don't know if it's gonna be like too much, just like a solid color in our apartment. I don't know. We'll see. I like more like subtle like touches here and there, so we'll see. And then the other one I got is just like a off-white like linen sheer. I'm gonna try both of them and see how they look, but if neither one of them works, at least I have my plants. So I just did some journaling and now I'm going to do an oracle card pull, and I love using oracle cards, especially during transition periods in my life, whether it is the changing of the seasons, the moon phases, or just something going on in my personal life. I feel like it really helps me just gain clarity and get a little bit more guidance on whatever it is that I need. And when I use my oracle cards, I like to think of it as just a tool to help me tap into my intuition. I feel like a lot of times people can think that whatever card they pull is determining their future, or it's going to be the end all be all, and that's not the case. It is really just a tool that we use to tap into our subconscious and reveal what we already know to be true. So when you're pulling oracle cards, you want to be really intentional with what it is you want to get out of it. So having a specific question in mind, a specific situation in your life that you need guidance on. That way, when you pull the card, the images, the symbolism, and whatever the message is really clear to you and will give you guidance on that specific situation. Rather than just pulling a card randomly and hoping for the best, it's not going to help you as much as it would if you had a specific question or intention in mind. So this is the deck that I'm using, and I love it. I think it is so beautiful. I have two decks from Rebecca Campbell. This is the Healing Waters deck, so all of the cards are related to water, and I love that. I just love the different symbolism that she uses in her decks, and I think the artwork is just so beautiful, so it just makes pulling cards that much more fun. So usually what I'll do is shuffle my cards and then lay them all out on the table. And as I'm shuffling, I'll have the question or intention in my mind that I want guidance on. And then I'll just lay them out on the table and intuitively pick which one I feel like is the one that I need to see. So for example, today my question is, what lessons from the spring equinox can we apply to our own lives? So the card that we pulled is the Well Maidens, and it says kindness, respect, reverence, and compassion. And I love the imagery on this card, how it has the three women, they're just holding these orbs of light, and I love how you can see the greenery, which makes me think of Mother Earth, and then the water below it. I think it's really beautiful, just tying in all of the elements of nature. And usually when you pull a card and you look at it, right away you'll probably know what the meaning is behind it, how it applies to your life. But sometimes we have to go a little bit deeper, and each deck comes with a little guidebook that has a passage for each card. So I like to go and read that passage and see what the deeper meaning is behind each card. So for this card, it says, throughout history, there have been people who have tended to and protected our life-giving wells. In the lands of what is today the United Kingdom and Europe, many of these sacred wells were named after goddesses. If you sit at these wells, you may feel the wisdom of these ancient peoples echoing on in these waters, which remain protected. There is an old poem that tells of guardians who fulfilled this holy role across the land. A greedy king and his men violated the well maidens, the guardians of the kingdom's wells, and took more than they needed. They ignored the sacred contract of respecting the well maidens and the waters of the sacred wells, and as a result, the kingdom became desolate and barren. The well maidens are the keepers of harmony and balance. They respect the sacred waters, and as a result, they give plenty. They deliver a message about the importance of these qualities in the way we treat ourselves, others, and the nature that sustains and supports us. They remind us to slow down and offer kindness and respect to others, the earth, and ourselves each and every day. And then there's a question at the bottom that says, how can you offer kindness and respect to yourself, the earth, and others today? I think that is such a beautiful card for the spring equinox, because spring is all about new life, fertility, blooming, new ideas, and it invites us to see all of those things in nature and to recognize the beauty in the flowers, in the water, the fresh air, all of the things that Earth gives us. And I think it's a reminder of how important it is to not only honor and recognize those things in the world around us, but also to honor and have compassion for those same qualities in ourselves. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little reading, and hopefully it gave you some insight that you can reflect on for the spring equinox season. And thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really want to create just a safe little positive corner of the internet for wellness and spiritual girlies. So if you like this video, please subscribe. It would mean so much to me, and send it to someone who you think might like it so we can continue to grow this community. And I hope you guys have a wonderful spring equinox, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!